rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Second down, Jacobs once more. And they can't bring him down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot him at the 49.
And the Packers first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Neville Gallimore on the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Ready.
Throwing. Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for the Packers.
To throw now. Here's Love. Caught on the right side. Reed. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now Love going to change things up. And now an audible here into something else. Love. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Fighting his way through contact. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. It's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake. And as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Once again, it's Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Love looking to throw it. Now he'll tuck this. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Yellow, zoom. Red, black, ultra. Ready?
Now Love. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down.
For the Packers.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. A first carry from a collegiate star here in Wisconsin. It's Jonathan Taylor. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
1-yard gain.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jones. That complete to Downs. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
A gain of 14. And the Colts first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
47-yard line.
2nd and 11. On the counter, it's Taylor. And down inside the 40 or about the 38. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Mikey, 18. 79 Bronco.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that and trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Love now. That's taken in by Kraft. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. Watch. Ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Touchdown, Packers! Tucker Kraft from 4 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a hit and loose football. And this is going to be Packer football.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Zoom black. 30. Claws red. Set.
Here's Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
To throw again on second down. Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And fighting down inside the 25. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Well, now how about this return? And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Jones throwing to start the drive. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 46-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Daniel Jones, 32 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Good footwork at the 30. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Packers.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Looking to throw. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
2nd and 5.
Drill, 52.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Play action this time with Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 35.
That's good for our Packers. 1st down.
Play fake. Here's Love. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 32 on the play.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Jacobs is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on third and goal. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, my. You know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. Fourth and goal. Here we go. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jayden Reed, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Ready. Black 45. White. Blaster 6.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Let's go. Back to 60. Back to 60. Back to 80.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Jones. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've certainly had trouble blocking this defense through 3.5 quarters. So I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Jones. Pass complete to Taylor.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, he certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Jones. Down the field, he's got Warren.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
1st down, Colts.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing again on 2nd down, Jones. He'll find his man, that's Taylor again. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
18 Cardinals. Mustang 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
A gain of 7
hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So here we go. The Colts will go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll let Taylor try and run. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point.
It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please I need you.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Coming up, 2 teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
We go, set.
The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Once again, it's Walker. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 70 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, it's a pretty good opening drive. and an early 6 points.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. He's going to let that to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
Listen. 180!
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
A second down throw for Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
19 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down.
76.
A gain of 19 yards.
They'll go play action with Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. Down to the 10. And he's in. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First down 10. At their own 28-yard line.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 45-yard
line. 14. Hold on.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Lions.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The loss of the guard brings up 2nd and 11.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Lions, first down.
12.
A gain of 13 yards.
They'll run with Gibbs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
76.
On 2nd down, Goff. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Darnold. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So after one, knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. Greg and I back to the Great Northwest in a moment.
Jason Myers to kick off.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. He'll start at the 2. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
I've been gone for a little too long. I've been waiting on a drummer to kick off a comeback song. I've been waiting in the wings like a dog on a train.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. We'll try again here. Second and 10.
Up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Darnold now on first and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's good.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
So every team practices this on both sides of the ball. They call it sudden change. So in this case, the offense takes the field quickly following the defensive takeaway, and now you want to get off to a fast start, generate a quick play, and spark your possession, and it's exactly what they're able to do here, picking up that first down.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
From the 22 now, here's second and 9. On play action, here's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And the left first and goal is down inside the 10-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We're back to Seattle after this. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal.
We go, start. Red 80.
Here's Walker. And he's in! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers now to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Seahawks have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead.
Jason Myers.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Second down and 3. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Detroit.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
It is second and 6. From the gun, it's Goff. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Goff to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Goff to throw. Moving to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. To throw is Goff. One incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been.
That is Sam Laporta. Touchdown Lions. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. So now this to get them back to even heading into the break.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 21 apiece.
So a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. Corey Horton now to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. This taken at the 5. Get across the 20, mark them at 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. Oh, big hole left side. And he will dive into the end zone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down. Two.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Shaheed now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Seattle.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Walker. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another 1st down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
4 yards.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. To throw on 1st down is Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Red 80.
Darnold to the air once more. He's got his big tight end. A.J. Barner. Touchdown Seahawks. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, like we say, we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
On first down, it's Goff. Is caught left side by St. Brown. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. On the gun, here's Gibbs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
It is second and a yard. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
The 28-yard line.
The 12s making noise in Seattle before third down. They'll drop to throw. That ball intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds past the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up second.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
In motion is Barner. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Ready? Yellow 80. Yellow 80. Touch.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. And that is incomplete.
When this offense took the field, in their mind, Mike, they want to end this game in regulation. You do not want to play for overtime. And now as this fourth down comes up, I think this coach has a decision to make. Do you remain aggressive and keep the offense on the field and try to end it here? Or do you make the safe play and punt the ball away and settle for overtime?
To throw again is Darnold. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. They get 29 yards. A big pickup on fourth down.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game. As they approach midfield now, they've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
The Lions call their first timeout as it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game. Throwing on second down, Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They come to the line for this one. Third down, needing 3. Now Walker. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. Clock is stopped. 55 seconds remaining here in the game. Here we go. This is fourth down. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion.
Yellow 80.
Now this is going to be a design run. They'll let him keep it, and he'll give himself up after picking up the first down.